Hi, Antony King here with Depeche Mode, live sound engineer for the band at Parken in Copenhagen today. And I have brought with me my System 6000, the old faithful. Don't leave home without one, folks. It's the best reverb, bar none.
And I know that you have used it for a while. When did you start using it?
I haven't done a tour without one in... been a long time, best part of 10 years probably. I've always had one in my rack, purely because of the sound of the sound of it is just fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's so many cool presets in there as well that you can use for anything.
So what kind of sounds are you using with Depeche Mode for the show tonight?
Tonight, I love the warm cathedral in here. If you shorten it slightly, you get this really huge natural reverb that fits again the size of these stadiums. That's what I use mainly, and I blend it with the VSS4, great addition to the system. I'm always a big fan of the VSS3s before that. Now the VSS4s are even better. Oh, one up. So I used VSS4 Rich Hall on there's my presets, 3.6 seconds, quite a fairly decent length. I like a bit of pre-delay as well, let it breathe.
Yeah. And that's for the lead vocals?
This is on Dave, yeah. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
for Dave Garn.
yeah.
Yes.
And what else are you using setting-wise?
These are the two presets I use.
Yeah.
Just those two,
Okay.
blended together
Okay.
on Dave and Martin Gore's vocal.
Yeah.
They're just rich and natural sounding reverbs,
Yeah.
which kind of enhances
Yeah. And you use it on a bunch of songs or
every song.
every song?
It's on every song in the set and in the studio, and if you've heard any recording at Depeche Mode, there's a high chance that one of these was used.
In the studio as well?
Studio as well, yeah.
And of course this goes on the DVD production as well, of course?
Yes, of course, yeah. Yeah, this goes everywhere with me. There's just no other reverb for me. In a sort of beautiful, natural vocal reverb, VSS4, they're great. TCD2, fantastic delay. I use it on a whole bunch of songs actually with this current set. I guess the most notable that if you've come to a show and you've heard Should Be Higher, at the end of the song, Dave sings says he says the word love, sings that, and there's a huge delay, 80% repeat, which just carries on and on, and he feeds off of that, so we kind of bounce off of each other. It's a great end of the song there. Also on Halo, again Dave sings a melody which I pick up with a delay, and it sounds like a beautiful instrument. You know, it doesn't sound like a vocal anymore, just this huge moment that comes out at the end, which is quite nice. It's quite a mellow song.
Are you tapping the delay?
Yes, I have a tap pedal here on the side.
Ah.
Yeah,
Straight up.
just tap it as I go, just to be sure, because I like delays in time.
Yeah.
I think it makes a big difference. Also, the other cool thing I use it for is on the toms. With Christian, there's a lot of like the intro to Enjoy the Silence. On Tom 1. Yeah. He does a kind of it's almost like a dub kind of delay,
okay,
but it fits the song really nicely.
Yeah.
Again, on Policy of Truth, I've got a ping pong delay on one of the toms.
Are you only using straight delays, or are you also using triplets?
Straight delays.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, triplets on the toms, straight delays on the vocals. And sometimes I like the tape echo preset in here is really cool.
Yeah.
That works for like an old-fashioned, again, great for some songs. Also, I like the ping pong. It's really, as long as you use it right, not be too cheesy, but just a little movement sometimes is quite nice. Especially, again, in bigger places, it's not so obvious. If you do it in a club, it just goes like that. But in here, you're moving it across the whole venue. It's quite nice and spatial.
Is there room and space in the set for you to do more crazy things, or is it all subtle?
Yeah, I mean there is. I mean they're an experimental band. The Depeche Mode are always up for new and interesting things. So yeah, and again, we're working with Christian, who had a lot of those ideas that were his. Yeah, the drummer, Christian Agner, the drummer. Yeah, he was like, oh, you know, we're sitting in rehearsals. Hey, how should we try a delay on this tom or on this kick drum, and just some really interesting things that fit the song nicely.
So I was having a chat with Chris on the previous tour. It's the same drummer, right?
Yeah, Christian, yes.
Yeah.
Same.
And,
he's been in the band since.
It kind of sounds triggered, like there's triggers on the drums, and he hates triggers, and he's not using triggers. So it's all up to you to make the drums sounding, sounding machine-like.
Yes, there's no triggers.
So how do you do that?
There's one pad that plays some of the new samples, but the rest is all. Yeah, is all live drums with effects on them.
Yeah. So what kind of effect blend do you use to make them machine-like?
Wow, we've used pretty much everyone in the book. We've got a number of distortions on various kick drums and snares. Again, distorted delays. We've had a wah and a flanger on one of them. It was just really interesting and creative doing this in rehearsals. Just set the playback on loop and just tweaking it until we were happy with it. It was a really interesting, creative process. And if it all fits the song, obviously you don't want to go throwing out a massive distortion in the wrong place. But in context, it works out really well. It's been quite a good result, as I'm hoping you'll hear tonight.
Now I'm looking even more forward for the show.
Better come through, better work out. Where's all that stuff you talked about? Why didn't you put it in the PA? Yeah. No, exactly. You'll hear it. You'll hear a lot of effects coming out tonight.
Thanks a lot, Antony.
Absolute pleasure. Enjoy the show.